It's been a while since you played. We're crossing everything that this Saturday will go ahead against Hayes and Yeading. First of all, your take on them?
They're going to be hard working. You don't get many sides in this league that don't work hard. That's one of the hardest leagues at this. You talk at the bottom of the league standard and up through the non-league. It's the fastest, hardest league because people work really, really hard. They've been in a dogfight for a long time, and I don't think they'll take it any lightly against us. We're a big name coming down to them, and they'll want to turn us over. So we've got to be on our game to beat them.
A team that gets quite good at battling away during 90 minutes. Is that what you're expecting on Saturday?
Yeah, we've obviously got a long drive down to somewhere where you get off the coach, you might feel leggy. We've got to get mentally right, ready for that journey, and ready for an absolute battle against a team that are fighting for their conference status, and we've got to be ready for that.
If you look at all the away performances this season, we'll take the last one in particular, Tamworth. That stood out as being a real high-class performance in terms of the 4 goals and the general performance. I said to David Holsworth, if you could package that and take it with you on Saturday, you would. Is that the sort of same mentality that the side need to get back to, shall we say, even with 2 weeks off?
Yeah, precisely. That's the idea. We want to play like that whenever we get away from home, whenever we're at home. That's the kind of performance that, in a way, we're an attacking side. The manager likes attacking football. The way we set up going away from home, playing with a 4-3-3, that's an attacking formation. If we can go to places like Tamworth, who have been on a 10-run unbeaten, obviously a run of 10 unbeaten, and turn them over 4-2 and really go at teams, then there's no reason why we can't turn anybody over. And again, just before that, we went to obviously Stevenage and we lost 3-1, but for 60 minutes, we gave them a tough time playing the way we can, and that obviously spurs us on to go and then turn over Tamworth, to go down to Yeading and beat them, and then bring that into our home form and push for the playoffs.
From your point of view, playing in that 4-3-3, it's knowing when to attack, isn't it? Because you've got, as a striker in that formation, yet at times you have got to maybe drop back and help out.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that either. I don't mind bringing myself back in, and because obviously when you do go forward in a formation like that, you can leave your fullback overexposed at times. I don't mind doing that, but it also helps that you've got people like Carl Nix running through, because you can time your runs different. Sometimes I want to charge on, and I scored obviously Stevenage, Tamworth in that same run, but also at times I've set off going, seen Kyle going, and pull myself back, and you've got more attacking options. You've got 4 and 5 people attacking a box, and it's hard for any team to handle.
And what about 2 people either side of you, Perry and Duffy at the minute, but also Jake Spates not too far away from return, we hear.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think as a 4, you can't ask for 4 stronger, more willing lads in our standard. There's some good players in our league, but you can't really go much further than what we've got. Kyle's a big lad, big full handful. Duffers has been brilliant, in that role where he does get knocked about a bit, and I can run in and around. And obviously Jake Spates, full of pace, full of strength. It's a hard team for if anybody looks at that 3 or 4 coming against them, they're going to be worried, and that's what we hope to do. Worry teams, get in their faces and score goals.
Now, you've had a lot of time to look at the league table in the last couple of weeks, not playing, and a lot of time to look at other sides. It's getting quite close in this playoff chase, isn't it, in a minute?
Yeah, and the thing is, there's a long way to the end of the season. People say 14 games. It's obviously getting to the business end. People will still drop points. No doubt we'll drop points, but we've got to try and make sure that we drop as minimal as possible. So the teams in and around us have also got to keep on their guard. The points have evened themselves out a little bit. The games have started to even themselves out a little bit. We've all played a similar amount. There's only a game between us and I think the teams above us, and only the odd point as well. So now the game's obviously being called off against Rushden and York, when we were looking forward to seeing where it was going to put us. We've now got to refocus on playing them again, because we know it's going to come round. We win our games, we're in there. That's as simple as that.
Especially in the 4-3-3 formation as well that David Holsworth has gone for in the last away games, certainly. What do you feel that you contribute to that formation? Because obviously you've got more scope, I imagine, to go forward and provide that width, but at the same time, are you a little bit more exposed with no one, someone in front of you tracking back, shall we say?
Not really. It can be. If the team aren't used to the formation, or haven't talked about it, it can cause problems. But with the 3 up front, obviously the 3 need to look after their back 4. The 2 wider ones need to stop their full-backs coming out with the ball easily. So, because that'd be the backup for my winger really. So it still boils down to me and the winger really. In competition. So, and I think we've done that really well in as Shorey was saying, you know, the lads up there, they know what they need to do defensively, and they're willing to do it. And you know, it can be very good if everyone does the job. Communication is key, and then obviously you want your three midfield to overrun there too, hopefully.
Now it's currently 3 points between 8th and 4th in this league at the minute. If we look back over the entirety of your career, what have you been involved in most? Have you been involved in more promotion pushes or relegation battles?
Probably promotion pushes, to be honest. I've been promoted from League Two, and we got in the playoffs, but quite comfortably in League One in my first season. That was more of a dropping out of the automatic, you know, than pushing for the playoffs. So I've not really been involved in a big, you know, there's a good 4 or 5 teams involved in this, and there's a lot of football to go. I mean, I think a bit of the, you know, some people are talking as if there's 4 or 5 games left, but you know, there's so much to happen. You know, one of the teams will end up 5-6 points ahead of the rest. One will end up 5-6 points, but you know, that's just the way it goes. There'll be a big. I should imagine there'll be a big range in the final points, and we just need to make sure we do everything right. I mean, it's too early to start looking at other people's results and trying to think where that'll happen and that, you know, different results will take us, because we just need to concentrate on our games, and you know, the points and the league table look after itself if you're winning games, to be honest. So that's the important thing.
Looking back over those promotion chases that you've been involved in, what does it take at this time of the year, this particular time of the year, going into the business season, because we are in the business season, end of the year now, what are the defining qualities a team needs to have to make sure that they're well and truly in that promotion chase?
You need a good squad, I think, very importantly. You know, you need a good set of players, because this is a time when injuries, suspensions and things take the toll more, and you need to have good replacements, basically, who will come in and then the boat won't be rocked. And you need to be, you know, fit. I think the lads are unbelievably fit, what I've seen here in the 2 weeks I've been here. You need to be fit and strong and committed, and also I think you need to be level-headed and not panic with, you know, because things will go against you. You know, we'll drop points, there'll be results that won't go our way for whatever reason, and you need to just be steady and be confident that we've got the ability, we've got the squad, and you know, it's in our hands and we can do it.
Mansfield Town got all those qualities?
Yeah, definitely.
And just looking forward now to training today. It must be quite nice to go back outside and
Yeah.
getting the grass back under your feet.
That's it, yeah, brilliant. And I think a few of the lads are saying delighted to hopefully be back on the grass. You know, we've done all we can, and we've trained well and we've trained hard, but obviously you still want to be out there with your boots on, yeah.